Hi everyone. Apologies first, we haven't been live for a little while. We've just been really busy. It's been absolutely manic. So I just thought today, because we're doing ready for a prom tomorrow, so I thought we would show you how we do our lovely glass bubbles. So like these. And basically how we get the balloon inside the glass bubble. Now lots of people use Bobos. But I'm going to do it a little bit different, and we do use Bobos, but we also like using the anagram crystal clears, as you can see. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do them, and because these are all self-sealing, so they have a valve, but we take the valve out. So I'm going to give you a little show how we do them. Now the advantage I find with using these crystal clears, they're a little bit like the Qualitex bubbles, if you ever use them. So they have like a crease, you keep going and going until the crease of the line goes, and then you get a perfect round circle. And that's the advantage of using these. Whereas with the Bobos are great, but as you most probably know, they can go a little bit wonky, a little bit skew-whiff, can't they, Kat?
Wonky donkey, yeah, absolutely.
And you have to stretch them and this, that and the other, which is great. So these are a little bit more money, but not loads more. And as long as you price that all into your job, then that's fine. So, okay, there you go. There's what we are using. Okay, so we take it out of the packet. They're also much thicker. You know, the Bobos are quite thin, aren't they? A bit temperamental they can be. Saying that, we're doing this live, so obviously as soon as I do this one,
He'll be banging.
He'll bang and go down.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And they are lovely, aren't they? Because they are absolutely
come and
the
say
best
hello,
of...
Karen, because they can hear you and most of you can't see you.
Hello.
Yeah, Karen's here as well. Yeah, because
they're both worlds, really.
they are really, yeah. So now inside here, as you can see, that is the valve. Okay, so it's self-sealing, which is great. But obviously we want to put a balloon inside, so we need that valve gone. So I'm going to show you how we take the valve out. So you need to partly inflate it to start with, okay, because they're like the Bobos, they're really quite sticky. Okay, so inflate up a little bit. Like so. Okay, I don't need to fully inflate him, I just need to get some air in. Now I'm going to show you, hopefully you can see okay. So with the actual valve, you can see there where it's been sealed across. So you need to cut just below that, okay? So I'm going to cut him just there. Okay, and then obviously we don't need that bit there. Now what you're going to do, you're going to push all the air out, because you don't want the air in, okay? And then as you start to push him out, you'll see that this opens up in here, and then you're going to take out the actual valve, which is like stuck in there, and he just pulls out literally just like that. Okay, there is that little sticker there, which is a little bit annoying just when you tie it, so I just take him off. Okay, so I'm going to put a balloon now. We'll put one of a balloon inside. So the size of the balloon I'm going to use is an 18-inch. Okay, so obviously I'm just going to use a white balloon, but I'm going to get all the air pushed out of this now. Okay, and the best way of doing it is, I find, just to wrap him up here like that, and then just push all the air out. Okay, just squeeze all the air out. And the reason you want to push the air out is when we go to put that other balloon inside, you'll otherwise get some air in between your balloon and this, which to be fair, it's okay. You know, don't worry if you do get a little bit of air in there, it's fine. Okay, so then open him up. I then just get just like a chopsticks is what I use, just to put in the 18-inch balloon, like so. And then I'm just going to put him, I'm just going to open up the end and where it's all sealed. And don't get me wrong, it can be a little bit fiddly. So I use tweezers just to open up, because they sort of just stick together a little bit. Okay, so and then I'm going to just put this inside there, like so. Push them all the way in. Okay, that. Again, I might just push a little bit again, just to make sure I've got all the air out. You can't see very well there, I'm not really helping. But I'm literally just squeezing and pushing all the air out like that with the balloon, like so. And there, okay. And now I'm going to inflate the balloon, the white balloon, which is inside. Okay, so my machine's going to make a bit of noise, so apologies. If I face him that way as well, hopefully you can see the crease. But you can see it's just like sort of like the Qualitex balloons, really, or the tea balloons. Is it the tea balloons they now call them, don't they?
Yeah, they call them tea.
Because obviously they're not the Qualitex ones now. Okay, so I'm going to inflate him. Just keep going. And can you see where you've got the lines and the creases? Okay, so obviously with a Bobo, if I was doing a Bobo, you don't get that. You just have to keep going after you've stretched them all to try and get him nice and perfectly round. Whereas this one, you just keep going till the creases are gone. Okay, now you see one side it's gone. What you need to do is just check the other side, because sometimes the other side can have a few little creases still in him. So you just keep going. There we go. Okay, then take them off the air machine. Pull the neck really tight. Okay, and then tie them off. And I always pull the neck, wrap it around a little bit there, and then just tie them off. I can see there are a few little creases still. So I'm just going to give them another little blast. Hang on. The great thing about the crystals as well is they do really stretch. So there you go, give them a nice pull. I think sometimes when I take it off the machine I lose a little bit of air in him. So pull the neck really tight, wrap it around the neck, and then just tie him off like so. Okay, and there he is. I mean, look, he is pretty good, pretty round, no stress, no worrying about the Bobo going all misshaped, etc. You know. And then I've got a 260, which I've took all the air out just to tie him off. And I'm just going to tie that round the neck because I need this to be able to tie it onto my stand. So, oh, just going to tie him round. One tie, then another tie like that there, okay? Now, this is a stand I made earlier. And I will do a tutorial. I'll show you how to put that together as well. I've sort of just suddenly thought I'm going to show you guys this, and I've already made all them. We've got like about 15 of them to do. So, okay, so now because I've got the two long necks there, and I've got my little bit on top there, okay, I'm going to sit him on there like so. You can see him. Thread through one bit, thread through the tops, okay, pull it down, and with a 260 I'll pull it right down, wrap it down the bottom balloon, pull it up, and bring it all the way back to the top. And the other side as well, I'll wrap him down, wrap him up, wrap him around maybe a balloon, and then if you can see, I'm now going to tie that off. 1, 2 ties, like that. And then as an added security, what I tend to do as well is I will just get the neck of the Bobo that I made with this, the bubble balloon. I'll pull the neck and I will just wrap it round one of the balloons, like so. Just as another little bit of security. And you can see he is on there, really firm, really tight. He's not going to go anywhere. And then there you go. That is how you use the crystal clears instead of a Bobo, which I think are a win-win.
Really good.
Yeah, really good.
Love them. Love them.
Love them. And I will do another tutorial, and if you've got any questions, please, I'll answer, you know, whatever questions you have. And I will show you also the stands. I make the stands ourselves. Not very expensive, quite cheap to make. And then like with the bases. There we go. And hopefully it wasn't too quick. Any questions, please ask away. And we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.